On this Monday morning, we start up another week, and there's a lot to discuss. The Flyers on the doorstep. They can clinch a playoff berth tonight. Let's hope they do. They have been rocking and rolling lately. Phillies lose 2-3 to Arizona, aggravating on a lot of fronts. Sixers without Joel will be in one of the playing games Wednesday versus Orlando, and the Eagles not only acquire another wide receiver, but pay him some dough in the process. We'll get to it all. Different phone number than like our traditional. Same number we used at the end of last week, 888-729-9494. Put that in your phone, and that's how you can join us, 888-729-9494. Richie Rich, good morning.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, bud.
You have many times said that the Battle Hymn of the Republic is your favorite song. You've also said you think Happy Birthday might be the best song of all time.
Well, the most frequently sang.
I can remember once upon a time you making the argument Happy Birthday was the greatest song of all time.
I might have been talking about my Heine that day.
Well, I thought you were.
Yeah. Just that day.
It happens to be just that one moment.
Just that one time.
Happy Birthday was the first song ever played on Mars. The
Wow.
Mars rover Curiosity played Happy Birthday to itself
That's
on
pretty
its
good.
1-year anniversary.
That's pretty good.
So
Well,
that's
full
the
of
song.
itself.
That's
That's like, all right.
I'm down with
For your
that.
own birthday?
Mars' song.
Yeah,
First
sure.
song
Just sit
played
by
on
myself,
Mars.
light a candle, and sing Happy Birthday myself.
How about the
A little
astronaut
weird.
saying "Go Birds" the other day in space?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, how
was
about
that?
getting her on the show?
The challenge is out to Seltzer.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot more potential now that she's actually a Philly fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look, we just need one of the 4 astronauts. Obviously, she'd be the ideal one. But let's see if James can cook that up for us in the next, 9 months this year. All right, great to be with you today. Again, you can weigh in at 888-729-9494. I don't know where you want to start, where you want us to start, but I know this, John. I've got Flyers rattling through my mind, and I got Phillies rattling through my mind the most.
Yeah.
Let's just say this in the Flyers front. The best thing from the weekend, obviously, was the Flyers. If you don't know, based on Columbus losing last night, Flyers can clinch tonight. So,
And their 7-1 victory on Saturday night.
Correct. Yeah,
Dominant.
so
Scoring more
But-
than the Phillies.
you're right, Ray.
Now they're playing a really, an incredible team. They can put it away if
Yeah.
they score 2 points against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they're really
But
close.
they have 2 games
Yeah.
to score these 2
and they're
points.
both at home.
Yeah.
So, like,
It feels very, very doable, and it's a reward that they deserve.
Oh, totally. And by the way, 2 things. They've been, I was thinking about it before the show this morning. They've actually been one of the best teams in all of sports for the last 2 months. Since the Olympic break, like we say, they've been one of the best hockey teams. They've been one of the best teams in sports for 2 months. So congrats on what the Flyers have done. They haven't done it all yet, but they're getting very close to making the playoffs. And by the way, and Ray, how great is this? Coatsy on the show today.
I love Coatsy. He's
We
one of my
haven't-
favorite people.
We haven't heard
Yeah,
from Coatsy in a while.
a long time.
I don't know how long it's been since he worked, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, I don't know. But obviously a legendary Flyers figure with his announcing all the years. So Coatsy today at 7:40, we look forward to that. His energy, his enthusiasm, and obviously we want to hear from you, your energy, your enthusiasm, your excitement with what the Flyers are doing. 888-729-9494. Let's get to the really bad. John, to me, the really bad was defined primarily, and this is saying something because the hitting was rough from a lot of players, and Bryce was not one of them. But the worst of the worst for me this weekend was either Bryce Harper's base running or Rob Thompson's continued lameness in justifying it. I don't know which is worse. I know this. 10 out of freaking 10 on aggravation on both. Like, I don't expect Rob Thompson to just flat kill his guy publicly, all right? He comes from the Andy Reid tree of, hey, my wide receivers stink, and I'm not going to tell you they stink. You got eyes, I got eyes, but I'm not going to admit it. I can accept that to an extent. Notice they said to an extent, not to this extent. I mean, for years now, Rob Thompson just looks the other way publicly, and it seems privately in these moments. And John, Bryce's base running, and he really was one of the better Phillies this weekend, maybe the best, but his base running is a continuous problem. And there it was. And John, it's like it's so foolish. It's so foolish. Look, we'll take your reaction
Reckless, completely reckless. And we know to expect it. Yet
Yes.
our manager doesn't feel the need to discuss it with Bryce after, once again, he was caught in a pickle on the third baseline. Some say, hey, well, at least It prevented the double play. So maybe it was smart. He's still caught in a pickle because he was reckless. And then, trying to get a double, trying to stretch a double once again. How many times have we seen it? This was a 4-3 loss.
Yeah.
We lost by 5-4 on Friday. I went to that game and it was so frustrating to sit there and take it all in. But I thought for sure this team bounces back and they win series, especially at home. That's what these Phillies do. Not anymore. We've lost 2 or 3 home series. Joe,
I hear you, man.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
This year we're 7-8. That's identical to the Nationals. We're in 3rd place in the division. I know it's early.
I
and all
know
that, but
so, but
I'm
aggravated.
I am aggravated.
Luzardo's
This is a
not pitching
familiar
well.
brand of baseball led by our leader, one of the leaders. Schwarber's my leader, if you ask me. Making mistakes once again because he just doesn't abide by the same rules that he should. He doesn't rein himself in when it's necessary. It's knowing that when to run, when to be aggressive, and when not to.
Well,
this is one of those
sense.
things that's just smart baseball or not.
Yeah.
And it's Bryson Stott. Look, I think he plays smart baseball.
He does.
Bryce Harper does not play smart baseball. And there are times where it actually affects our ability to win games. Yeah, yesterday might have been one of them. He is hitting the ball better.
Yes.
I rejoice in that aspect. But we have to do the little things better. And Alec Boehm is a mess.
Dude.
He's batting 148. And it doesn't feel like, there's a way out of this paper bag that he's trying to punch his way out of.
Dude, Boehm and Stott have been a disaster. And I know Stott had a couple hits this weekend. It's like a 1 for 3, a 1 for 4. He's never getting 2 hits in a game, but at least his average raised a little bit. But his slugging percentage is just above 200.
And remember, that was supposed to be...
it's a disaster.
It was supposed to be different this year. The power is not there. He's not putting the bat on the ball, which he used to do. He's worse. This team is worse.
Right now they are worse.
We are 28th of 30 in producing runs. What other stat points you to the winner than the team that scores the most runs?
Dude, Keller.
You look at the top of the list, it's the Dodgers. You look at the bottom of the list, and it's us.
I hear you, man.
We're 28th.
It's really
out of 30 in runs produced.
Yeah.
We have 53 of them. You got teams out there that have twice that practically.
Dude,
the good teams.
And everyone can weigh in at 888-729-9494. I mean, it's great what the Flyers are doing, but what the Phillies are doing is really aggravating. I mean, Keller's been a bad replacement so far for Strahm. Obviously, Alvarado has hurt them at many twists and turns so far this year. He hasn't even had that many chances, but he's hurt them for damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
The lineup has been the worst of the worst. I mean, even when they won a game this weekend, let me think about this. These games all run together. Saturday, yeah. So what they scored in 2 innings? One inning. Yeah,
it's always 1 inning.
They
only score in 1 inning.
Friday they scored in 1 inning. Saturday they scored in 1 inning. I know there were a couple of runs both times in those innings, but what the hell? And by the way, let me just say this before we go any further, because I'm ready for it now. Next game, I'm ready for it now. I didn't think I was going to get here for 2 more months minimum. I'm here today. Crawford at the leadoff spot. That's where I'm at. And let me tell you why. 3 reasons why Crawford should be the leadoff hitter pronto. Number 1, he's one of their 4 best hitters.
Oh, yeah.
Their 3 best hitters in a traditional sense, in whatever order you want to put them, are Schwarber, Bryce, and Trey. I have seen enough already to know Crawford's one of their 4 best hitters. That's point 1. Point 2, I'm going to get him 5 at-bats instead of 4 at-bats. All these games, he gets a 4th at-bat. He doesn't get a 5th at-bat. You don't get around to the 9-hole hitter a 5th time when you only score 3 runs a game. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to get him 5 at-bats instead of 4 at-bats. And reason 3, and this is the most important, I trust him. Look, I don't know him personally, but I'll say this. I have been so impressed with the way that guy has performed so far. Do I think he's good? Because here's the whole premise of not moving a rook up to, and by the way, Jimmy Rollins used to bat 1 or 2 in his first year. Him and Glanville. I think Jimmy was 2, Glanville was 1, something like that. But the whole premise, obviously, is let's not overburden the rookie. Let's not overburden him. Let's not put too much on his plate too soon. I watch the guy play baseball, and I say I need more of that, and I can trust him. So for me, John, it's very simple. 1, Crawford. 2, Trey. 3, Bryce. 4, Schwarber. All of a sudden, I got an extra at-bat per game by Crawford. I solved my cleanup hole spot, which is ridiculous. Should never have Brandon Marsh in cleanup. I know he hit a home run on Friday night.
He has been one of their 4 best hitters.
I understand that.
He's probably one of their 2 best hitters.
And you know what would be nice, James?
Probably.
If he hit 5th or 6th then. If he's that good, be good there. Be good there. So that's my, how I'm trying to quickly unjam the freaking Phillies logjam of hitting. Crawford, Trey, Bryce, Schwarber, figure out 5. I'm ready today.
I really do like that.
Because it's really root canalish to watch these guys play baseball. It's like watching the Eagles offense this past year. It hurts your brain. I mean, it's really, all right, so look, all of this on the table, 888-729-9494. Not to mention, coming up next, your chance to win Flyers tickets for, tonight's game. We got tickets for tonight's Flyers game. They can make the playoffs for the first time in freaking forever, and you can be there to watch it. You got to call us today. Give us your reaction to everything from the weekend. It includes the Eagles not only making a trade for a wide receiver, but paying him $12 million a year. It includes Rory winning the Masters. It includes the Sixers without Embiid, and obviously the Phillies and the Flyers. 888-729-9494. Flyers tickets for tonight. On the line next. Get dialing. Joe DeCamera, John Ritchie, Seltzer, and Rhea, 888-729-9494.
When you are building a championship roster for your home, you want the top-ranked prospects on the board. That's why I trust Window Nation. I have trusted Window Nation for over a decade with different jobs at my home, and I'm working on having them come out and do another job at my home soon.
I also trust Window Nation with my home. They do a 50-point inspection of every window before it even leaves the factory, and then another 20-point inspection once it's installed in your home. With over 3 million windows installed across the country, they have the veteran experience to do the job right the first time without any rookie mistakes.
And look at the weather right now in April. The temperatures are jumping up and down. You're opening your windows up for a breeze, and then you're closing them when it gets chilly. If yours are sticking, painted shut, or just plain stubborn, you're losing your mind and your energy efficiency. You need windows that glide open with one finger and seal tight the second the temperature drops.
Exactly. So make the smart draft day move and take advantage of their buy more, save more event. With 50% off all window styles, you pair that with 0% interest financing, and you're staying well under the salary cap. Protect your home with a lifetime warranty and schedule your free estimate at windownation.com.
The Phillies play here tonight. Phillies, Cubs, leading off starts at 5:40. Sponsored by Nissan. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Shop NissanUSA.com. The first pitch is at 6:40. Then stick around for the final out. Sponsored by the Philadelphia Parking Authority. On your exclusive home for the Phillies 2026 season.
It's gone! It clears!
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
Penalty kick
out of the park
from way downtown for a
Beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Craving real barbecue? Head to Henry's Hot's Barbecue in Folsom, New Jersey. Voted Best of South Jersey Barbecue for 14 years. Open Friday through Sunday from noon till 7. Featuring St. Louis-style ribs, beef brisket, burgers, and an all-you-can-eat buffet every Sunday. Dine inside, relax outside, grab takeout, or let Henry's Hot's cater your next event with full-service catering. Find them at 1003 Black Horse Pike in Folsom or visit bestbbqsj.com. Henry's Hot's Barbecue. Real Texas-style barbecue done right.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. when you schedule before May 15th at participating locations. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Home improvement contractor registration numbers are available at CertaPro.com.
For 50 years, drivers have trusted Meineke to take care of their cars and their budgets. Because real value isn't just about price, it's about honest recommendations, quality work, and service done right the first time. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Meineke delivers dependable car care from experienced technicians you can count on. That's why generation after generation continues to choose Meineke. 50 years of trust, 50 years of value. Meineke, doing car care right.
Stars and Stripes Harley is giving NADA retail value when you trade your bike for a new Harley this week. 100% of all credit applications considered. Stars and Stripes Harley's retail trade value for your bike ends this Sunday.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I left the pizza box on top of my car before driving home. Not smart. Oh, and a semi just turned my deep dish into a thin crust.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Today, becoming partly sunny and much warmer, high 82.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
94 WIP Sports Update.
Brought to you by Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Flyers can clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight against Carolina. Sixers got the play-in game Wednesday against Orlando, and the Phillies continue to scuffle along. Flyers had that huge win over the weekend, 7-1 at Winnipeg. And the Blue Jackets lost last night, so their magic number is 2. Win by the Flyers tonight or tomorrow against Montreal, and they are on to the postseason. Sixers wrapped up the regular season with a win over the Bucks, who then reportedly fired coach Doc Rivers. Phillies with a rough start to the season after dropping a series to Arizona. 4-3 loss on Sunday. Bryce Harper easily thrown out in the fourth, trying to stretch a single into a double.
It looked like kind of out of the box. You were thinking double on that play. What did you see to make you think you'd get there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every ball or most balls that I hit in that spot, I try to get there. So that was a good point in the game. Haven't really had anything going the whole day. Made a good throw and, got me in that situation.
Visit BorgataSports.com for boosted odds specials, daily promotions, in-game betting, and much more. Must be 21 or older, must be in New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Becoming partly sunny, high near 80. It is currently 56. To listen to Sports Radio 94 WIP, download the free Odyssey app or tell your smart speaker to play 94 WIP.
Sports update on 94 WIP. Recommended by 9 out of 10 doctors. That last guy's a The Morning Show with Joe DeCamara and John Ritchie. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, Bryce, who in many ways may have been the Phillies' best player this weekend, was trying to break on through to second base, and it was just damn dumb. I want to play the audio of the call by
I was
Kevin
thinking the
Stalker.
Flyers can break on through the playoffs.
You're right.
tonight,
You're
but
right.
yes.
You're right. You're right, James. Listen to Bryce trying to go for two yesterday, fourth inning. And obviously, I think everyone's well aware it didn't work out, but it's how much it didn't work out by. Listen to how obvious it was to Kevin Stalker. He was doing play-by-play for a couple innings here on WIP yesterday. Listen to how clear it was to Stalker, how dumb it was by Bryce.
0-2 count to Harp and the pitch. This ball's a rocket up the middle on the ground. He gets through for a base hit. And Harp giving it all he can. He takes a hard turn. He's going to go into second base. Probably ill-advised because he is out. He is out by 5 feet. Absolutely no reason for Bryce Harper to try to get to second base. It was a routine hit up the middle, just being too aggressive.
All right, so look, we'll take your reaction because it's just ridiculous. 888-729-9494. And that's far from the only thing this weekend, but in some ways it was one of the most prominent. The most prominent is the Flyers on the doorstep. That's the most important. But the Bryce thing is significant because it's the repeated offender. What it reminds me of, honestly, in its bafflingness.
Is that a word?
Yes, in this case.
Bafflingness?
Bafflingness. You know what it reminds me of? Because I was trying to think before the show. What is this in the history of Philadelphia sports? I know. Here's what it is in the history of Philly sports. Here's the context I'm going to put it in. It's Andy Reid not being able to manage the clock. It's like I got someone really good at a lot of things. And he's like way the heck above average at a ton. He's really good or great. But like Andy Reid couldn't manage the clock. Bryce Harper can't manage his aggressive base running.
It's a very important aspect of his game, and it falls so short consistently. We've seen this repeatedly.
Yeah.
This is one of those things, hey, if you're going to bring the same team back, can it be different? Like, can Bryce do this differently? Because I've never seen it. Why is it the manager thinks that if he needs to do it differently, the best way to elicit that result is just to not even talk to him about it? Seriously?
Dude.
It's your job to teach and at times rebuke your players.
Rebuke, that's right. Rebuke.
So here's a great opportunity. You lost 4-3. He made bonehead plays that created outs. Just bring it up.
Dude,
mention it. Hey, by the way, I thought this year we were going to do better in this. This year you made it a point. You said, I'm going to walk more. And you know what? You have. And I appreciate that. Why don't you make it a point to run the bases better?
I'm with you, dude.
Run the bases more responsibly like a leader would.
Yeah, it's insane. James, give me your reaction to anything and everything this weekend. What hit you the most as you wake up?
I mean, the most is definitely the Flyers and the fact that tonight they can clinch a playoff spot with a game left. I thought there was no way it wasn't coming down to Tuesday, and it still might. We'll see. But with the Phillies, it's, this is, I think the most concerning part about this, and this is what I was talking about all offseason, Joe.
I know.
Is it looks exactly how I thought it would. They are a boomer bust offense where they will have an inning here or there. But the problem is the boom isn't a big boom. Like, it is a light boom.
Yep.
And that's what this team is. And look, I think there are reasons for optimism. I'm not freaking out. I mean, Harper looks awesome offensively, which I think is a really big thing. I mean, 2 weeks ago, we were, is this guy done? All that stuff. So I think you're getting production out of the top three. Turner's getting there. The Crawford's a good baseball player, can hit. Marsh has been better. Like, there are reasons for optimism, but I think at the end of the day, this team, the fundamental flaw of the team is staring us right in the face, and it's hard to ignore it.
No, it's well said. Look, we'll take your reaction to everything. Again, phone number, different number than, most of our days. 888-729-9494. Let's kick it off with Neil in Northeast Philly. Good morning, Neil.
Let's get fired up. Like the goaltending's been good. They scored 7 goals the last game.
Yep.
And only one more win, and they go against the series against the Penguins. So, I think there's optimism to have about the Flyers, definitely.
No question. Well, you know what's wild, Neil? We could have a Flyers-Penguins series at the same time as the Sixers-Celtics series, and unfortunately, it just feels without Joel like the Sixers will have no shot in that series. Just no shot. Whereas the Flyers will have a great shot. But how wild is that? I mean, 2 classic Philadelphia rivals could be going on simultaneously. One series might last 2 weeks. Rhea, the other series might last 4 games. 5. All right, go ahead, Neil. Talk to us, my man.
Yeah, I wish we'd have JJ as a guest, like that. Like a JJ in the series, fired up just before that, so maybe get Jim Jackson.
Sure.
If you
can.
Yeah, well, no,
we can definitely get Jim on the show. We'd love to have him on.
Yeah, and also about the Phillies, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, face it, if a team can either bunt or run, successfully, first and third, like Mark, of course, going off the base and getting caught, with a double play, and but first and third, nobody out. If you had more contact hitters, you definitely score runs. And like you said, it's few and far between about the Phillies. They'll have 1 inning, and then they'll scram runners, that. And we've seen it time and time again. And also, Thompson, I think he could have stayed with Mesa, who was really hot in the bullpen. And in fact, he went, Alvarado again, and Alvarado, gave up, the game, just I don't know, staying with Nola too long, or with, one of the pitchers a little bit too long. So I think Topper's made some bad moves lately.
All right, Neil, appreciate the call always. John, Alvarado has stunk, man. He has stunk.
He has.
He's been one of the 3 or 4 worst Phillies. Him, Stott, Bowman, Alvarado. Maybe Taiwan. I mean,
don't pick 3 players who we talked about offseason being incredibly important to this team's success. They've been awful,
and
man.
they kind of chose Alvarado instead of Strong.
Yeah, and even Taiwan's been horrible, but at least his last outing was fine.
Well, at least he's not supposed to be that good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the other 3 are important to winning.
Yeah.
So the question was heading into this season, I remember asking you guys, how does it look
without the juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well,
and what we're seeing is it's almost imperceptible. Like the pitches, the velocity's there, but the success isn't the same. And I don't know why. Could be just bad luck?
I don't know. I just know he's struggling. I guess I mean, he always throws hard. So I guess it's
the velocity is there.
It's going
I
now.
guess that's what it is. I mean, let's remember he was inconsistent in his tenure here. Even before last season when he pitched really well on the juice, whatever the heck it was. Remember the prior year, a lot of people were more out on him than in on him based on his inconsistency that year.
Well, he's been sent down to come back up.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago or something.
That was 22.
Well, the inconsistency was that extreme.
I mean, this is
why that extreme.
The Rays got rid of him 5 years ago. I mean, he was a young arm with the Tampa Bay Rays. Why wouldn't they want to keep him? I mean, my recollection is back then the biggest issue is he couldn't throw strikes. I don't think it's not so much throwing strikes now. It's just he's getting hit. 888-729-9494. All right. Well, look, the Flyers tickets, how you can win them for today. We're telling you that next. We got a ton to do. There's just a million things that happened this weekend. I am baffled by the Eagles trade, the financial part of it. We'll get to that and more. Phone calls and all this on 94 WIP.
Whether you are a weekend warrior or competing at a high level, you are an athlete with goals, and NovaCare Rehabilitation, they are here for you with their Select Sports Center of Excellence. Their specialty locations that are focused on the needs of athletes. So if you're injured, NovaCare will help you get back to playing your sport. They will also help you prevent injuries from happening, and they're going to help you prepare to compete at your highest level of performance. At all select Sports Center of Excellence, athletes are treated for their specific injury, training needs, and their goals. And most importantly, you're going to get care at NovaCare provided by sports-specific physical therapists using advanced training and technology. For more than 30 years, NovaCare has long been the trusted Delaware Valley and South Jersey leader in physical therapy, hand therapy, and sports medicine. Select Sports Center Excellence, just one more way NovaCare is meeting your needs. To learn more about Select Sports Center of Excellence, go to novacare.com today. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
It's springtime, so stop looking for that lawn care service and simply call Natural Lawn of America. Natural Lawn delivers great results and is safer for your family and pets and has been growing green lawns quickly, more naturally, and with fewer weeds for over 35 years. They use organic fertilizers and safer weed and insect controls, ensuring a healthier lawn season after season. Right now, take advantage of their limited time offer. Free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED right now. Time is running out. Natural Lawn of America. 800-FREE-SEED.
It's the Robin, live, loud, and perched on air from Robin Ford, Delco's #1 Ford destination for over 6 decades. We're making sure you don't make any bird brain decisions when it comes to your car. First up, Marty from Springfield. You're on the air.
Yeah, my car is bleeding me dry. Do I keep fixing it or ditch it?
Stop feathering a dying ride. Right now is the perfect time to trade it in and trade up during the Blue Skies Ahead sales event only at Robin Ford. Soar home in a new Ford Bronco Sport for only $299 per month at Robin Ford. It'll be smooth flying from here on out. There's no stopping the Robin. Call me now, 866-THE-ROBIN. Up next, Sean in Aston.
Looking at new pickups. Any great deals on a new F-150?
April showers bring Ford power and savings at Robin Ford. This spring, do it all in a new 2026 Ford F-150 for $499 a month. No matter where you are, you're closer than you think to a better buying experience at Robin Ford. Online at robinford.com. Robin Ford, where cars and trucks are sold cheap, cheap.
Gold prices are soaring, and silver is near an all-time high. Get cash in your hands for your old jewelry by going to the Estates Roadshow. They are buying gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. The Estates Roadshow is happening Monday through Friday in Chestnut Hill at the Chestnut Hill Hotel, or Friday through Tuesday at TMT Cash for Gold in Cherry Hill, the bright yellow building on Route 70 West. Follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or visit tmtcashforgold.com.
Breaking news! Ready to upgrade your ride? Right now, get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, no payments for 90 days on select Jeep Grand Cherokees and Ram trucks at TurnersvilleJeep.com. Don't wait. These March offers won't last. Shop our massive inventory of over 300 Jeeps, Dodges, and Ram trucks at TurnersvilleJeep.com. Drive a little, save a lot at TurnersvilleJeep.com.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW-1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engines. When you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualified. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 5/4/26.
94 WIP Sports Update.
Brought to you by Lexus of Cherry Hill, family owned and operated. Visit lexusofcherryhill.com. Flyers can punch their ticket to the postseason tonight with a win at home against Carolina or tomorrow against Montreal, as their magic number is now 2. Sixers hosting the Orlando Magic in the play-in game Wednesday. If the Sixers win, they'll be the 7th seed and face the 2nd-seeded Celtics in round 1 of the playoffs. Phillies dropped a series to Arizona with a 4-3 loss Sunday, a game in which Andrew Painter didn't start due to a migraine. He did come in, toss 5 innings of 1-run ball, 7 strikeouts, but offense and sloppy base running did not help.
Yeah, just bad baseball. Had an opportunity right there and didn't do the things we needed to do to come through in that situation.
Well, no, the culprits of bad baseball was, in fact, Bryce Harper. He tried to stretch a single into a double and was out by a mile. Partly sunny today, a high near 80. It is currently 58. To listen to Sports Radio 94 WIP, download the free Odyssey app or tell your smart speaker to play 94 WIP.
Sports Update on 94 WIP.
Well, I'm looking forward to having Coates on the show in about an hour. Steve Coates, who may be the most enthusiastic Flyers fan.
Yes.
7:40 today.
I will say, Louis Coco, great part of the show, told me he was so nervous about tonight he might throw up. So he's up there with enthusiastic, but I agree, no one beats Coates.
Coates is just one of my favorite memories of Coates, and I think it was in a playoff thing, was when he's interviewing a fan down at Xfinity Live, and I think Flyers post game. So I think the Flyers had just won a game, and Barkhan's throwing it down to Coatsy to get fan reaction in Xfinity Live. And remember that guy curse in front of him? It's like, oh my God. And because the funny thing is
Coatsy.
Well, Coatsy is it's not like Coatsy hasn't cursed once or twice.
It didn't bother him.
It's just, he just has to pretend like it's a,
Didn't he drink a beer while standing on his head? Something like that.
Nothing would shock me.
Yeah, no, nothing would shock
Great
you
guy, Coatsy. So we haven't talked to him in a while. We'll have him on the program in about an hour. Flyers tonight, shot to clinch, which would be awesome. All right, 888-729-9494.
Is it hard to drink a beer while upside down?
Well, that's what a keg stand is.
I mean, physics-wise, you would think, right? Just pure physics.
I mean, the keg stand thing, you got people holding your legs up. You're not really upside down. Are we talking about true upside downedness?
How much more upside down can you be?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, they're holding your legs.
Well, you think
you're gripping onto
you think someone's
the keg.
not holding your legs when Coachy's drinking something
You think
upside
he's
down?
doing a handstand and holding a beer at the same time?
Yeah, I think it would be more precise.
Come on, man.
Coachy doing a
Athletically
one-armed handstand
driven.
and chugging with the other arm upside down. Way to go,
What
Coach.
is he, Stallone?
I'm so sorry I brought this up.
Prime Arnold?
Well, look, I don't recall having a hard time doing a keg stand.
I hated keg stands. I wasn't a good beer
I don't
chugger.
remember. Oh,
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it was not my my
Why
thing.
were you not a good beer chugger?
I
Because
just-
Jimmy considers himself a really good one.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think I was good
Yeah, I'm not.
in my time. that's just weak-mindedness on your part,
I guess.
isn't it?
I'll accept that.
Like, you have to.
I got no problem with that.
You just have to dig
Let's
deep.
go with that.
But the question,
Option A, weak-mindedness.
So you feel like your inability to pound beer translated to an even greater inability to be upside down.
I'm just saying,
upside down and pound.
I did not enjoy that aspect of the college experience. Now, I did go back to my college this weekend, which was great.
I know.
It was very, very nice.
Molding young minds.
Molding young minds. Talking to the students.
How was
it? Was great. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
You were...
A lot of Philly kids came out to see it.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
A lot of Philly. And by the way,
you were hoping you'd have a response.
I'm going to give you I swear. This is an I swear to you.
God.
Okay?
Did someone mention the Jack
The
Fritz?
first thing one guy comes up to me, first thing he says, "Great job beating Fritz." First thing he said. And that tells me the Odyssey
Did you
app.
put your arms in the air when he said it?
I don't remember.
He said it to
Did
all
you
the
know
kids.
this
Yes!
person?
No, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody.
I don't know.
Anyway, it was.
So you saw no one that you were familiar with.
Well, I saw friends
at your old
but
college.
I don't know the current
Yeah.
students. But anyway, there are a lot of
That's
good
cool.
people. Yeah, it was very nice being back. All right, 888-729-9494. Let's give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to this Flyers game tonight. It's a big giveaway. Flyers tonight versus Carolina. Flyers can clinch. Games at 7 o'clock, Xfinity Mobile Arena. By the way, for tickets to this and other Flyers games, PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. That's PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. Playoff push obviously on. And your chance to be there.
Be in the barn when they clinch a spot, buddy.
Which, by the way, because 2020 was during the pandemic and that was a bubble, they haven't had a true home playoff game since last decade. I mean, it's really been, we'd have to look up the years of 2018.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. 17, 18. I don't know what year it was. So it's been a while. All right. Here's the deal. When you call in today at 888-729-9494, we're going to ask you for the best moment ever in a movie that actually happened in real life. Why? Because this is an anniversary of Apollo 13. Houston, we have a problem. Now, let me be clear. It's not a good moment. I need a clarification here before we go any further. Are we defining good as something positive or something compelling when you watch a movie?
I was thinking more like when you're watching, this is a great scene, a great moment, compelling.
Great scene.
Great compelling. Great scene, great moment, great compelling. But not, it could be a bad thing that happened. Yeah.
I'm just because
how much it stays with you.
The beginning of Saving Private Ryan is about as compelling as it gets. Now, there's also people dying everywhere, including Americans, but it's also ultimately a
Yeah, I
successful
don't think we're
battle.
asking for the happiest. We're asking for the best. It's
All
like
right.
overall best.
All right,
Take it all into account.
So I'm taking 2 off the board.
Yeah, you took
Private
one of
Ryan,
mine.
and when the Titanic sank in Titanic,
good work.
Like as it's going down, and Jack, and of course Jack wasn't real, and Rose wasn't real, but the Titanic going down and the chaos was real. And both of them are banger moments in the history of movies. Look, give us a great answer. Something that actually happened. 888-729-9494. Best answer wins the Flyers ticket tonight. John, what are you thinking?
Could I take a whole the whole concept Pearl Harbor? I mean, it's just a total obvious choice.
So we're definitely going with compelling, not good, right?
Compelling,
No,
not
good
good.
matters. So good. It has to be a good scene. For the I thought you were talking about the actual scene. I'm sorry. Because Pearl Harbor, the movie's not that great
It
either.
was
I thought you were
not
talking
good.
about- I thought you were talking about how bad the movie was, not the actual thing. Yes.
The movie was bad, but it was historically, trying to be accurate. And, I guess I kind of liked it for that reason.
All right. So clearly it doesn't have to be a good thing for it to be a compelling thing. Seltzer, talk to me.
Yeah, mine's not good, but it's a good scene and it's compelling, awesome scene. The taxi cab murder in in Zodiac.
Yeah,
unbelievable scene.
Is that the Zodiac Killer?
Yeah, it's Fincher's Zodiac movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Jake Gyllenhaal and all them.
Rhea, so now what we're getting at is a great scene that really happened.
Michael Ruzioni, Winthrop, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
Who do you play for? United States of America.
Yeah.
Love that scene.
So why don't I just grab Herb Brooks' speech off the board?
I was
also?
gonna do it, but
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
I always love that scene.
All right, so all of those answers are off the board. I promise you there are probably millions currently available for you to get to. 888-729-9494. Get dialing on what you think is the most compelling, great scene. Doesn't have to be a good thing in movie history that actually happened. Let's get to Nick in Bucks County. Nick,
There's
good
a
morning.
lot of room for debate as to whether things actually happen.
Well,
in
I'll
some
say
situations.
this: 10 Commandments, part in the water. We don't typically go in the religious mode, and that's why. Can't prove it, don't know it. It's a matter of faith. Some believe it, some don't. All right, Nick in Bucks County. Nicholas, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Hi, Nick.
So I'm confused about the Eagles trade, to be honest with you, Joe.
Yeah.
Not even for the money part, but we just brought in 3 receivers that all can take the top off the defense. Who's playing slot, and why do we have 3 of the same prototype?
Yeah, that part confused me too. Not as much as the $12 million, but I am. Look, here's the deal. It sounds like there are a bunch of 3s, and as you're saying, stylistically similar. So I guess they won't maybe all make the team, but
Well, Dontavian Wicks will.
well, he
it
will
could
make the
be.
team.
I mean, look at
Yeah.
look at the team they just traded with. Whenever you watch the Packers, it's like you never know what receiver is going to get the ball. It's a Jaden Reed game. It's a Christian Watson
Yeah.
game. It's a Wicks game. It's a Golden game. It's a Kraft game. Like they spread the ball around. I think the Eagles are trying to add a bunch of guys where it's like their third, fourth, fifth guys can all be out there and make a play. I think if I had to kind of evaluate what they're doing.
Well, Dontavian,
And I think the Wicks thing, obviously, I mean, Mannion was just there. I'm sure Mannion had something to do with them going after
this
Wicks.
is a huge ad, more based
You're
on
happy?
this guy knows the offense. Well, I mean, I think he's a good player. I don't
Yeah.
think he's worth $12.5 million.
No.
I thought
Inconsistent.
that was really odd.
That
but
to me was maybe the strangest thing the whole
We
weekend.
don't know it's guaranteed, right? Like I
Yeah,
haven't
they
seen
haven't-
reporting that. So like it could be like one of those up to 12.5 and it's really like 4.5 guaranteed
Yeah.
with Escal. Like who knows what it
I
is,
hope
you know?
that's-
Is this one of those Rossini things where people put something in a report to indicate?
Dontavian Wicks ran the same 40 time that I did.
So
at
that's
the
not
combine.
Is that bad for him or good for you?
Bad for him. Think about that. So he's 6'1", 206, and he ran the same 40 time as me.
Yeah, that's weird.
So he's not a burner, but he's not, we had the caller say we got a bunch of guys who can take the top off the defense. He's not that guy, but he is a guy who knows Sean Mannion, and he's going to come in and say, okay, far double wing left, 322, Z-stick, why not? Like, he's going to know the language. He's going to be able to communicate it to his teammates. And the coaches probably feel like this is a huge win because he can bring a lot of guys along with him.
I hope
like
so.
they like the guy. And he
Yeah.
has certainly outperformed a 5th round position in
Well-
the draft, not for $12.5 million. I think
Right.
they looking at that as a like a 2-year.
Well, they said 1 year, $12 million, but maybe. Like
But then
James
I've
said,
also seen it.
Maybe
he's,
it's not
he's
guaranteed.
locked up until 2027.
I
It's
don't
an
know.
extension, right?
Yeah.
And Nick, the other thing I'll say is it's another indication that AJ probably won't be back.
Yeah, he's gone.
Like, don't let the fact that Diana Rossini may have been compromised and helping Mike Vrabel's efforts cloud the reality that I think most of us still believe, which is that AJ Brown wants out and the Eagles are motivated to try to make that happen. I mean, they've added
Yeah, I
3
think
wide
there is-
receivers and could still add 1 in the
Yeah,
draft.
in the draft.
Now, at this point, I wouldn't think they're going to add 2 in the draft because they've added 3 wide receivers, but they could still add a rook.
And they traded 2 picks,
And they traded 2 picks.
which was
Yeah.
just seemed a lot.
I know. Nick, what do you got on the Flyers, bud?
I'm just fired up, man. They play fast. They're taking lots of shots on goal. I love how they spread the puck around. Everyone's attacking the puck. I'm just really excited for this next 2 games, but ultimately the playoffs.
Yeah, you should
it'd
be.
a disappointment at this
You should
point.
be.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, I need an answer
Yeah.
from you, my man. A great scene in a movie that actually happened in real life.
Joe, I'm a medic, so for me, Desmond Doss and Hacksaw Ridge, when he's just taking one body off the cliff one after another, is it for me.
So war movies definitely lend themselves.
That scene, I will replay it when if that pops up. I love that scene.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
amazing.
Look, 888-729-9494. Let's get to the guided door and window of the weekend. You can receive 20% off all windows and doors with no money down and up to 3 years to pay off interest free. Call Guided Door and Window. Call them today at 1-877-GO-GUIDED or visit GUIDA.com. Look, we've already covered a lot from the weekend. There's a few more things to do. Let's start with the Masters. Wasn't the greatest Masters, but pretty good.
Felt like it was going to be great for a moment
Yeah.
there when they were all like, it was like 11 and 10 and 12. And like they were all bunched up, and you had Scheffler, McIlroy, and Rose, and all these guys there. And then Rory kind of just got that like 2-shot lead and just never gave it up, and that was kind of ended boring.
And it wasn't like him and Scheffler were in the same group.
Well, that was and also
boring.
Yeah, it ended boring.
Little boring.
So
A little boring.
He was able to bogey the last hole. Like it just wasn't that.
Stayed boring.
It was exciting for a moment there.
What's wrong with you?
Okay.
What's wrong with
It's
you?
the Masters, man.
Yeah.
I like you said, guy. Come on, guy.
Come on, guy.
Come on, guy. This is nonsense.
You actually watched that? You
I did.
watched the Masters?
I watched a little less than I normally
don't care
do.
that it's the Masters.
Yeah.
How
it's
on
beautiful.
earth can you waste time like that?
Oh, I can
It was
waste
beautiful.
a lot of time with that.
Beautiful weekend.
Yeah.
And you're sitting inside watching that?
It's spring. It's spring, babe.
Crazy.
It's there. Let's listen to Rory. Second in a row, one of 4 golfers now ever to win 2 Masters in a row.
And here we go. His year again. Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
I do feel like he's the soul of golf right now. So I'm a big Rory guy. And
He's the easiest to root for, that's for sure.
Really?
Oh, I
I
think
didn't know. I always got the feeling that he wasn't tremendously liked.
Oh, he's loved.
no.
Oh,
Well,
he might be the most liked golfer in a long time.
And Rhea, for me as an American, and listen, the live thing, I'm not as outraged as I was 3-4 years ago, but he was the most anti-live person
He
out
was like
there.
the face of anti-live.
No, that made me like him more. But I
yeah, Rhea, he's like beloved.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm not like John. I'm not a big
pretty
golfer.
cool dude.
Yeah, he's one of the more popular golfers in a while, I would say. Yeah.
And he'll say some stuff. It's not outrageous, but he's not afraid to.
I agree. Yeah.
So you feel like the live thing sort of boosted his,
big time.
Big.
The public awareness of him. He stood his ground.
Oh, yeah.
I do think that part.
Cool. No, I dig Rory. All right, couple other quick things. Let me just put this out there. I know everyone's down on the Sixers for all the obvious reasons. You should be. I am bummed that this Joel thing has happened. I think a lot of people are in the mindset of like, they just deserve it and all. But like,
no, it's sad.
It is sad.
I mean,
And
you know how I feel.
I know you do.
It's terrible.
And Rhea, in his last game, he scored 34 points.
No, I
Scored
genuinely have.
34
I genuinely have sympathy for him.
And I really look. I know the Sixers probably would have lost to the Celtics or the Knicks or the Bucks. I do think they could have beaten the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks are that good, but I wanted to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to see how are our 4 good players going to do against their 8 good players. Like, what's that look like? And look, it's going to be rough. Take a game like last night. So it looks like Drummond, I guess John's going to be the center because he got action last night and actually, I mean,
everyone got action last night.
Bona
13
stinks.
guys scored points last
my
night.
point is Bona stinks. I mean, you're good.
Drummond's not much better.
No, I
He
know,
doesn't
but like
stink.
Bona had.
He's just got a very specific game.
He stinks.
He
stinks.
doesn't stink.
He
He has a
stinks.
specific skill set, John.
Very specific.
He is horrible.
Very.
Oh, he
I'll
is
take
horrible.
Liam. I will take Liam Neeson
Limited
and his
scope.
specific skill set over Adam Bona. Adam Bona.
Bona's horrendous.
Well.
One other thing from the weekend. Shout out to Matt Cord last night. Now, listen, good thing is it's now not his last Sixers game.
Yeah, at least one
All right.
more. Or I guess, theoretically, yeah.
Could go all the way through the NBA Finals.
I mean, if they can win, if they win on Wednesday, and them and the 8 seed win all the way to the Eastern Conference
7.
Finals,
7, James.
they could be the home. No, I'm saying they could be the home team in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm saying take it a step further, Joe.
Yeah. So anyway, Matt
You
Cord's
shouldn't
obviously
be drinking this early in the morning, James.
Matt's had a great career, and he's
an awesome person.
He's really.
I like Matt a lot. Great guy.
So want to congratulate Matt on his career, and obviously it continues on as the Sixers have another home game in a couple days. By the way, that game's Wednesday. So the NBA wanted to play it on Tuesday, but the Flyers have the building on Tuesday. So the Sixers will get an extra day for that game Wednesday, which means if they lose it, they would then play in a do-or-die game on Friday night. And then if they make the, quote, playoffs, as the NBA defines it, they would play on Sunday. If the Sixers win on Wednesday, they play the Celtics on Sunday. If they lose on Wednesday and win on Friday, they then would play the Bucks on Sunday.
The Pistons.
I'm sorry, the Pistons. The Bucks. What am I saying? The Pistons.
Bucks, by the way, fired.
Yeah, see you, Doc.
I think that's why that was in my head. Yeah, the Doc thing. All right, 888-729-9494. Juice in South Philly. Hi, Juice.
Hey, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning,
buddy.
John.
What's up, Juice?
All right. Rhea, how are you?
Morning. Great. Thank you.
Here? Yes. All right. So I have two things, one on Phils, one on the Eagles.
Yes, sir.
The Eagles point, I've been saying for a while now, it kind of looks like how he was stacking paper, and I felt like he was going to make a move for an end. And to be honest with you, I read a report this weekend that Watt and Garrett are still out there, obtainable if the Eagles wanted to go get them.
Juice, he could still do it.
Not saying they're giving them up.
He could do it. Nothing's really changed too dramatically. Nothing would prevent that.
He could do it.
Yeah. I don't think he will. I don't think he will, but he could.
I think he needs to do something big like that because right now, Nolan Smith, I have no idea what to expect from him. And we got that Ebikiti. I don't even know how to say his name. Ebikiti guy.
I think it's Ebikiti. I'm not 100% though.
We got Joe Tryon Shoyinka, Jose Ramirez. We got guys. I have no idea what they can put on. What they can do out there.
Eagles don't know if they're
right.
Those guys.
But they don't have the. I don't know, Max Crosby.
No.
We were thinking along those lines. We don't have the man. Myles Garrett, someone along those lines. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That's a difference maker. You bring in Myles Garrett, this defense, holy cow.
All right, Juice, go ahead, buddy.
Exactly. Side note, I would love to hear Hugh say all the Eagles defensive linemen's name, but that's a different story.
Tough.
And then on to the Phillies. So, Joe, I kind of agree with you. It's a little early, but the Phillies have the spark on that team.
Yep.
He's batting ninth. You need to change something up. The kid can hit. He's hit at every level. Let him come up, lead off, because your top three batters are not working. It's 5 years now.
And Juice,
it does not work.
And you know what I really like about Crawford to one of the things I like? You still keep the sequence of him hitting right in front of Trey and Schwarber and Bryce. I mean, it's still right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's structurally the same. He just gets to bat one extra time a game, and I get to jumpstart from the start of a game. I mean, I think it makes all the sense in the world. Juice, give me an answer, buddy. Great moment in a movie that actually happened.
All right, so I heard you say Saving Private Ryan, but I didn't hear what part of the movie.
The beginning.
So how about the one when they stormed Normandy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was said already.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so how about Tombstone?
Ooh.
Okay, Corral.
Tombstone, you got it, man. Okay, Corral, you got it, bud. 215-592-9494. Let me give you the Twitter poll questions of the day, both brought to us by Armin Chevrolet. April is truck month at Armin Chevrolet. Get financing as low as 1.9%, and every Silverado LD gets supplier pricing at Armin Chevrolet. Poll question, first one. Should Rob Thompson move Justin Crawford to the leadoff spot in the lineup today? Very curious where that. Most people haven't thought about it yet. My mind went there this weekend. I would do it immediately. Would you? Yes or no? Second poll question, which is worse? Choice A is Bryce Harper's base running, and it's the repeated. Choice B is Rob Thompson's continued weak justification of Harper's base running. I am fascinated to find out which one wins that poll result. 888-729-9494. That's the phone number you can climb in on. Everything from the weekend to react to, plus the Flyers tonight. Going for a playoff spot. You can win tickets today. You got to give us a great moment in a movie or a moment in a movie, compelling, that actually happened in real life. Joe DeCamera, John Ritchie. It's 94 WIP.
If you've spent time building the right roster and earning the fans, then you need the best technology to back it up. Get rid of those flimsy tablets and slow computers and step up to the game changer and point-of-sale solutions for restaurants and bars, PDQ POS. Imagine a seamless and lightning-fast checkout experience for your customers that saves you money by cutting out those costly fees. Their state-of-the-art technology ensures that transactions are swift, secure, and hassle-free, but that's not all. PDQ Signature Systems is not just a POS system. It's a complete business management solution. Keep track of your inventory, easily manage your staff, and use real-time analytics to optimize your sales. Their user-friendly interface makes it simple for anyone to navigate. Join the thousands of companies that have already made the switch and upgrade to PDQ Signature Systems. Whether you have one restaurant or hundreds, PDQ will customize a POS solution for your specific needs. Upgrade to the professional point of sale. Visit pdqpos.com. That's pdqpos.com.
Texting and driving? Big risk, big consequences. You risk traffic tickets, fines, and if you crash and injure someone, you could even go to prison. Pay attention or pay the price. Brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
Hi, welcome to Sprouts Farmers Market, where we guarantee none of our products have AI in them.
AI? How would food have artificial intelligence in it?
Oh no, I meant AI like artificial ingredients. Isn't that what AI stands for? Guess I've been spending too much time with local organic produce, 100% grass-fed beef, gluten-free snacks, dairy-free milks, surrounded by ingredients with nothing artificial in them.
Oh, that sounds nice.
With zero AI and healthy choices at prices you'll love, every aisle's a healthy aisle at Sprouts Farmers Market.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote. Oh!
Wow.
Will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Dell Toyota is clearly in a different league during the Grand Slam sales event at Dell Toyota. Buy with no money down and low APR financing every day. Online at DellToyota.com. Se habla español.
Jack, sell them for less. I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug.
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
O'Reilly. Need new wiper blades but not sure which ones are right for you? The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. We'll show you options for your vehicle and even install your new wiper blades for free. Right now, save $10 per pair on Bosch Focus wiper blades so you can see better in any weather. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sponsored by Wrangler. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Rory McIlroy goes back-to-back at Augusta. Think about that. In team sports, that's not just the Dodgers repeating. It's doing it under a microscope where every swing is pressure-packed. And remember, this is the same Rory who couldn't close the big one for years. He's delivering history now back-to-back. I'm John Lund.
With warmer weather beginning to creep in, and you're going to certainly feel that today, don't wait around until the summer heat is in full swing to call Horizon Services Cooling for help. Call now to improve your system's performance and efficiency while avoiding costly breakdowns down the road. Get a precision AC tune-up from Horizon Services for just $79 for a limited time. So if your system struggled last summer, don't risk being stuck in the house without cool air this year when it is blazing hot outside. Take advantage of great deals on Horizon's next day installs. Horizon Services will give you up to $2,000 in free upgrades plus 0% interest financing. Need help fast? Count on Horizon Services today for same-day HVAC repairs with no emergency fees ever, and it doesn't get any better than that. Book your visit from Horizon right now and ensure your home stays comfortable through the seasons ahead, no matter what. Book today at horizonservices.com.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studio. This is Sports Radio 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station. Every crack of the bat, every diving catch, every heart-pounding finish.
The Phillies win it!
Only on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
I mean, I'll wait. Sure. Hope you're having a great start to your Monday. Hope you're having a better start to it than the Phillies had end to their week. Just, come on.
2 or 3 to Arizona. The bats continue to be an issue. And Bryce's base running continues to be an issue, really aggravating. Look, your chance to weigh in on that or anything from the weekend includes Rory winning the Masters, Flyers right on the doorstep, Sixers without Joel, which really is a shame. Coatsy today. We'll talk to Coatsy coming up in a half hour. Coatsy at 7:40 on the Flyers. Looking forward to his enthusiasm. You know, the big development on the Vrabel-Diana Rossini front this weekend is that the Athletic has now shelved Diana Rossini pending a review.
Remember I kept saying to you, I found it odd how strongly
Yes.
the editor came out so quickly
Huge mistake.
in support. I went, maybe they've had this story for a while.
Well, you know what was really dumb about it, Rhea, amongst many
Yeah.
things, because there's many aspects that were dumb, but maybe the dumbest is that it's an editor.
Yeah.
Whose job it is to, get things right.
Yeah. I
Like
said that
that-
to you a couple times off
Yeah,
air. I
I
said,
know.
I find this bizarre.
No, I did too. I thought, whoa, you're saying there's nothing to see here. And now it looks like the New York Times that oversees the Athletic is saying there might be something to
It's
see here.
internal investigation time, guys.
Yeah. Horrible first statement, James.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that
it's
guy could lose his job.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
And it wasn't of his making initially, but that's a big misstep for the Athletic.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big misstep. So, look, my guess, and again, it's just a guess. My guess is Diana Rossini will probably get fired. We'll see. I mean, if she did nothing wrong, I hope she doesn't get fired. But even if there's not a sexual relationship, it does feel like there's a compromise of interest thing going on, and so I find it
There's always
unlikely
going to be a
that
seed of doubt now.
Yeah.
How, no matter how appropriate or inappropriate it is,
right.
For at least for a short time now, I'm
For
going to
sure.
be wondering, how did she get this information? And it is a disservice to reporters
The
in
industry.
general,
Yeah, exactly.
the industry in
Yeah.
general, because now we will
and
question.
females of all sorts, whether you're a reporter, a game analyst. I mean, it puts a label on great female journalists, media members, whatever term you want to say. That's really, really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ray, does that take you off as a woman?
It puts in a really bad light because people, kind of think those things go on.
Yeah.
What will bother me? Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
The insider information stuff is so weird because they are not your typical journalist.
Correct.
The insider, what do they call them? There's a name for what they call her, and the Schefters. What will really bother me is if she gets fired and he doesn't.
If Vrabel does not.
Yeah.
Well, I think
he
that
probably won't.
Vrabel's
I know.
not getting fired.
I
yeah,
know.
for
That's
this.
what I'm saying.
Well, I will say this in defense of the fact that he probably will stay. He's not bound by journalistic
Yeah,
responsibilities.
but I'm not sure she is either because of the way they handle the. Look, there's plenty of cases. We've spoken about Jay Glazer.
Yeah.
Hanging with, drinking beers with all the coaches. They have a different, I'm not saying role, but I don't look at them as journalists.
No, I know what you mean.
You
Well,
know
there's a bartering system there.
That's what it is.
You scratch
Yes.
my back, I'll scratch your back.
That bartering
Which I think is
probably went a little too far.
I would say so.
A little bit. Yeah.
By the way, a lot of it probably goes too far. Like as
sure.
I detailed Wednesday when we tackled this topic on the show, I don't partake in that nonsense at all. And of course, I'm not an insider, but my point is, like, I try to be very above relationships with the current people. Now, there are times it's impossible to get to know people at times. When Jason Kelce was an active player, we knew him because he would be active here at WIP, and we'd see. I mean, you listen, guys, we're all humans. So you can like someone, you can care about someone. I remember when who was the Eagles fullback whose knee got shredded? What was that guy's name, James?
Leonard Weaver?
Yeah, when Leonard Weaver got hurt, because I had interacted with him once or twice before. I sent him a text message. Just like you knew the guy's career is probably done. I sent him a text message as a human to a human. Like, hey, man, I'm sorry this happened to you. I mean, we all saw him cry off the field. I mean, he was being helped off the field crying. Like, he knew his career was probably over, and it was. Never played again. So, like, there's nothing wrong with being a human. But, like, the nature of what Rossini and Vrabel went to is so far beyond.
Well, also, and I agree, the job has changed. Like, they don't have to go to journalism school anymore to be able to. But they still do. Most of them work for journalistic institutions. Like the New York Times still has to hold itself to a certain standard.
They are the New York Times.
Right, exactly. So at the end of the day, like whether or not, they have the training or the job calls for it, they still have a standard that they have to live up to.
Totally. And I'll give you one more example, and then to the phones. When Andy Reid's son died, I remember I wrote him a note. 3 months later, I was still calling for him to be fired. I mean, because it was like this situation's gotten out of control. The team's on their way to 4-12. Andy's got to go. Now, did I feel bad for him as a human? Of course. But, it's the Rossini thing and Vrabel thing's a mess. Let's go to the phones. Ed in Phoenixville. And I'd love your reaction on Rossini and Vrabel because it is a fascinating topic. Ed in Phoenixville. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, team. Happy Monday. One upside of this whole Rossini thing is the Adam Schefter and Andy Reid locking fingers memes that came
All
out.
right, Ed, hang on one sec. I want to get you in a better phone situation. That one's just a little crazy. Let's get you in a better spot and we'll deal with it. John right now. John, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, John.
First time, long time.
Wow.
So
and you're a Jon John like me.
No, I'm a JOHN. Sorry.
Oh, come on. Someone spelled it wrong.
John is so disappointed.
I really am. No offense.
Yeah.
JOHN, John.
I know a couple.
I like both.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
All right. Hey, I've been thinking about the Eagles. Listen to all the comments and things, and I think something big is coming up. And let me give you just some things I know and things I think I know. So I know that Howie says the way to win in this league is to get a quarterback who's still under his rookie contract that's good enough to take him to the Super Bowl. I think I know that he wants to make a big hit. He wants to make, he had all this negative stuff coming into the club. He wants to do something big. I think he wants to, he's tired of losing good players. He wants to make something now. And I think all this press that we've seen, these leaked things.
Do you think they're about to switch quarterbacks this offseason?
The other thing I know is that Tom Brady out in Oakland has a first-round pick and wants to make a splash as well.
I'd be
what
stunned.
Do you think?
I'd be stunned. John, I would be stunned.
So you're saying the Raiders take Jalen, we take their first-round pick this year? And then some?
Right.
Or
I think they
how does that look?
Jalen. Well, it could be Jalen and AJ. Get the whole combination.
Well, first off, John, hang on.
Yeah.
Let's get some sanity in the situation. They don't want to play together. Okay, so let's maybe Hurts wants to play with AJ. AJ does not want to play with Hurts. So let's not package them in a deal that's never going to occur. If you want to talk about the theoretical possibility of Jalen Hurts for the number 1 pick, yeah, it's interesting. It's unconventional, but theoretically could happen. I don't think it will, but I can tell you what will not happen. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown will not be traded, together.
Well, I was wondering if they do it just to spite him, just for you don't want to play here, just what your career could be, and put him out on the last place team. That's one perspective on it.
That would very much. It would feel very punitive, for sure.
All right, guys, go play together in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
John, I need an answer, my man. What's a great moment in a movie that really happened?
So Gladiator with Commodus up against Maximus, that did actually happen in Rome.
I thought so. I mean, there are Commodus was an emperor, and
John, see if you can find that
was gladiatorial time.
Yeah, but come on, the story is made up. Some of the humans are.
It's possible that
Marcus Aurelius lived, but come on, the story is
Commodus was a bloodthirsty emperor.
Look,
it's possible he fought in the.
Can I ask you a question?
Colosseum.
What scene do you know for sure happened? Come on.
Don't know. I haven't read the annals of Roman Colosseum history.
It's the same caller telling me Jalen and AJ get traded together.
Well, that's true.
All right. 888-729-9494. Coatsy at 740 on the Flyers. He's flyered up. More on the Eagles trade. The Artemis 2 thing. What a cool mission. What a cool mission. And one of the astronauts an Eagles fan. We'll get to that and more. Plus, we got to give a shout out to Hugh Douglas and the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame. Your phone calls on all this. And Jalen Hurts, a shout out to Artemis too. That was great also. We'll play that audio for you. Joe Cameron, John Ritchie. It's 94 WIP.
Weather is warming up, so we can get outside, take our dogs to the park, get them outside. But of course, that also brings on challenges like flea and tick, because flea and tick season is here. Also, seasonal allergies ramp up. At the Dogs and Cats Rule store, they've got the goods when it comes to chemical and pesticide-free flea and tick products, and they've got a large array of supplements to help with seasonal allergies. Don't forget a raincoat for those April showers. Dogs and Cats Rule, they are freshly stocked with all sizes and all colors. For the best overall health of your pet, the selection of fresh premium foods, including raw, gently cooked, freeze-dried, air-dried, and dehydrated, cannot be beat. The lead dog, George Perante, says you should always read the ingredient label on any package you feed your animals. If you don't understand half the ingredients, then it is time to move on. That's Dogs and Cats Rule, 7 neighborhood locations, Princeton and Pennington in New Jersey, Newtown, Doylestown, Maple Glen, Blue Bell, and New Hope in Pennsylvania. For more information, visit dogsandcatsrule.pet. That's Dogs and Cats Rule. Shop small, shop local, shop family.
Includes all rebates and incentives. Offers cannot be combined. Excludes taxes and tags.
Still trying to get past second base with other dealers? You don't know Jack. Jack Dell and the team at Dell Chevy aren't playing small ball. Grab the bat and hit a deep drive into the gap during the Grand Slam sales event at Dell Chevy. Dell Chevy is clearly in a different league and continues its quest to be the #1 truck destination on the East Coast with over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, while others may try to give you peanuts for your trade, Cracker Jack Dell is giving you a special prize in the box with a Dell Vehicle Exchange Program. Get out of your old vehicle and into a new car or truck and keep your payment the same, or maybe even make them less. Dell Chevy is located on Route 30 in Paoli, King of Prussia, Westchester, Delaware County. You're just minutes away. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Online at DellChevrolet.com. Say habla español. Together, let's drive.
Jack, sell them for less.
Wawa's $6 meal deal is back, and it's all you. Make it yours with a built-to-order sandwich, fountain drink, and Hers chips, all for $6. Get the hoagie, chicken sandwich, or wrap you crave. Pour your favorite fountain drink, and grab a Hers chips to complete the meal. Big taste, real value, no compromise. The $6 meal deal is back for a limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa.
Powerful doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So the moment Total Wireless offers a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI, when you switch to Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan, you take the network as powerful as you with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down. Now that's a total power move. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total 5G unlimited 3-month plan or higher. External port in and ID verification. Available only in Total Wireless stores. Limit to 4 devices per account.
Upgrade to a Carrier Infinity heat pump and enjoy reliable comfort, lower energy costs, and up to 38% reduced CO2 emissions over 15 years. Now through May 31st, save up to $2,100 in cool cash rebates and special financing on qualified systems. Don't wait. Save energy and money today. Visit nopaycarrier.com to learn more and find a trusted contractor. Carrier. That's nopaycarrier.com for a contractor near you.
I'm Paul Cozy from Cozy Jewelers, and we're not your typical jewelry store. We're a family-owned jeweler and manufacturer, crafting nearly every piece right here in-house. When you shop with us, you're getting a curated, custom design experience, not just a selection of cases on a shelf. That means every piece is personal, crafted with care, and made to last. If you want something different, truly unique, and made just for you, this is fine jewelry the way it's meant to be. Come see us in Newtown Square and step up to the 5th C. Color, cut, clarity, carat, and cozy.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Home improvement contractor registration numbers are available at CertaPro.com.
Baseball season is rolling, and every early series shows you a little bit more.
Lineups, rotations, the bullpen. On Ike, Spike, and Fritz, we dig into the decisions that could shape the entire season.
Absolutely. We explain what matters, why it matters, and how it sets the tone for months ahead.
Straight from the heart of Philadelphia.
We overreact when we should, and we're smart sometimes too, just sometimes though.
Follow Ike, Spike, and Fritz on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with Philly baseball the way locals talk about it.
Spring's the season to plant, grow, and glow up. Save on gardening staples from Lowe's during Mulch Week with Stay Green Premium 2 cubic foot mulch. 5 bags for $10 and select 1 pint annuals for $1. Plus, rewards members get 5 times the points on an eligible mulch purchase because you know how we roll. Members get more at Lowe's. Valid for 4/15 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Point boosters subject to exclusions and more terms apply. Activation required.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
Boom! 42! You're going down, Doug.
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco bill, and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
94 WIP Sports Update.
Brought to you by Lexus of Cherry Hill, family owned and operated. Visit lexusofcherryhill.com. 2 chances for the Flyers to get into the playoffs starting tonight at home against Carolina. The Blue Jackets lost last night, so the Flyers' magic number is 2. Sixers, they'll host Orlando in the play-in game Wednesday. If they win, they'll be the 7th seed facing Celtics in round 1 of the playoffs. Well, the Phillies can't score more than an inning a game. Not too great running the bases either. Brandon Marsh guilty, as was Bryce Harper.
You mean when Harp tried to stretch a single into a double? Nobody out, right? Yeah, I mean, he's aggressive. He does that a lot, and most of the time he's safe.
Rob Thompson, when asked if he spoke to Harper about it, replied, he knows. Weather brought to you by Window Nation. Becoming partly sunny, a high near 80. It is currently 58. Right now, you could save up to 50% off new windows from Window Nation. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now. To listen to Sports Radio 94 WIP, download the free Odyssey app or tell your smart speaker to play 94 WIP.
Sports update on 94 WIP. Joe DeCamara and John Ritchie. This is the WIP Morning Show. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
This up. You know I'm coming to you when John gets it wrong. No looking
I have
it up.
no idea. I'll be very honest.
April 29th. No, wait. April 20th, 2010.
You went way too far back. All right, Rhea, for $25. That is it. Last crack.
April 5th. I don't know.
Well, it's too early. The playoffs never start that.
I have no idea.
So it is 2018.
It
James,
is 2018.
You're off by 4 days.
So you threw me off with that.
It's April 18th.
Oh, that was a great guess.
I think you got
guess.
it right, man.
Right.
That's amazing.
I said, give me a
That's
date.
A great guess.
I said, give me a date. And
He
listen,
said 2018.
I said it was 2018.
Nice.
You know it's within like a week.
Well, when you
It's
said
somewhere-
too recent, I go, well, it can't be then.
Well,
then.
follow the clue effectively. All right, let's listen to Rick Tocchet, Flyers head coach. This is after Saturday's game. So the Flyers, of course, winning that game Saturday, very convincing. They were already in good standing then, gotten better with the game last night where the Flyers now can just win tonight and get in. When I say the game last night, who was it?
It was the
Columbus.
Columbus lost.
Yeah,
and,
Columbus.
Yeah, and
Columbus
the
losing.
Canadians beat the Islanders.
Point
too,
is
but I don't know if
Columbus
that was-
losing helped last night. Let's listen to Tocchet. This goes back 2 days ago. His mindset for the club.
We got two tough teams. And we got a tough flight home, so tomorrow's going to be a recovery day. And we got to make sure that the one thing I like about this team, but I think after a loss, I don't know, it's a pretty good record after a loss. It goes to show the maturity, even for the young guys, being even kill. We're happy, but it's back down to earth a little bit, and that's just the world we live in right now.
All right, so Talk, who obviously has been through this a million times as a player, as a coach, a million times, will try to charge up his boys to take on tonight.
He deserves some credit too. We haven't really talked a ton about it, but they were done, man, and they really turned it on. Like,
Correct.
credit to Tocchet.
Again, one of the best teams in all of sports in the last 2 months. I mean, the best team in sports is probably either the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Dodgers.
No.
Probably one of those two, probably. But like, it is true to say the Flyers have been, in the last 2 months, they have been one of the best teams in sports and seemingly getting better by the week because like Martone didn't even exist for most of the last 2 months. Let's go to the phones. 888-729-9494. Lousy job by the Phils losing 2 of 3. They're getting some bad starting pitching right now. Obviously, generally bad hitting. And Alvarado's hurting them.